guys, this is Ashley at Hairventions and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hey! If you aren't, welcome back. I just want to give a little background for the newbies. My name is Ashley. I have been a hairstylist over 23 years. I do protective styles as my specialty, children's hairstyles, and I have a hair care line. But we'll get into that a little bit later as I come back on YouTube just to share my story. So this video is about the real reason I cut my hair. As you guys can see, I really went short for the first time in my life. I always had hair. I'm a hairstylist. I love hair. The first thing that I see on somebody when I see them is the hair. Like I'm looking like, oh my gosh, the first thing is just your hair. I've always been fascinated with hair since a young child. You know, my background story is my mom didn't really know how to do hair. She tried her very best, but we often got teased, meaning me and my sisters, until one day I rose up, took the challenge, and learned how to style hair. And we were teased no longer. Actually, the people who were teasing us, I actually started doing their hair. Anywho, I'm here to tell you guys the real reason I cut my hair. So let's get to it. I started out with just doing bobs. So I would cut like around here, over and over, and then I went a little shorter like here, and I tapered the back, just playing around with stuff. But how did I get there? I got there because I lost myself. I lost my identity. I didn't know who I was. If you want to know more about that, you can watch my Reclaiming My Power video, and I go a bit more detail about that. And so I wanted to feel again. I wanted to love myself again. I wanted to just be bold and do something drastic and different. And I felt like that would help me not only find myself, but maybe birth something new within me, right? All I ever known was long hair. My hair been down my back, super long, you know. I've always had, nice hair. I used to wear big, curly, natural. I used to do a lot of different protective styles. I actually will probably post those videos of me doing protective styles on myself before I cut my hair. But I used to just always love doing my hair. I used to always love my hair. Took very, very great care of my hair. If I went and let somebody else do my hair and they messed it up, I would like cry because I love my hair so much. I was so attached to my hair that even if I wanted to cut it, I would just inch on it. Like I told you, I did a little bob, did a little color, got a little shorter, but I would never cut it off this short, right? Until I was just like, you know what? After I had the back tapered and I had the little bob hair, I just woke up one day after I left my relationship. I was engaged and I was just bawling. I was just out of it. I felt so bad. I was already crying months in. It had to be about 2 months at this point. And I was just like trying to just let it all go and just find this new life, right? And my new self, because I was gone. Like it was really hard for me to think for myself and be myself and enjoy life and enjoy things again. And so I just woke up and I went in the mirror and I looked at myself and I was like, wow, how did you even get this low mentally about you? You've always been the strong one. You've always been the go-getter. You always had a positive attitude for the most part. You always was really hard on yourself so that you could make sure that nobody can take you away from you and your identity, right? And now you're here. How? And I was so disgusted with that girl. Like, who are you? That's not you. You don't take that treatment. You don't allow those things to happen. You don't lose yourself. Are you kidding me? And so because I was in the mirror and actually talking to myself, telling myself these things, I needed to let her go because I didn't know who she was. I was like, kind of like you disappointed me. Like, really? I can't believe you. So that led me to cutting my hair off because if you guys don't know, hair is energy, right? And so all of the things that I went through. Again, my identity, I felt like was really kind of attached to hair and my hair. I was really in love with my hair, right? And I didn't want to, I keep idolizing it. Like it was the thing. Like if my hair wasn't done, you could tell because I had an attitude. I wasn't my best self. I wasn't happy. And that's bad, right? I know when you look good, you feel good, but still, it should not take over my personality or who I am because my hair isn't done. And I wanted to detach myself from it all. I wanted to detach myself from who the heck she was, detach myself from all of the things that I allowed and all of the things that hurt me. I needed to detach myself. And so cutting my hair off was just that. And I went and I just snipped myself. I wanted to ask my stylist to do it. She wasn't available. I ain't want to wait. It was just one of those moments where it was just like, yo, just let it all go. You understand? Just let it all go. And if I'm able to find a picture, I'll show you guys a picture right here of me cutting it all off myself and how I rocked it and all that. And I remember it. It was the day that my daughter was having her moving up ceremony. And so I woke up early and I wound up just cutting it all off and just wearing it curly. And I felt so free. I was so nervous and free. When I was finished, I ain't styling yet. I came out and I asked my daughter, I said, hey, boo, you like my new hair? She's like, Ma, what did you do? Like, why did you cut your hair? I do not like that hair. I was like, mind you, she's 5, guys. You would have thought she was 15, okay? I was like, well, let me fix it first. So I went, my hair gets naturally curly, thank God. It was cute. And came back out. She's like, oh, okay, that hair is cute, but I still like your hair long. Like, I had to grow on her. Like, me too, I've always had long hair. She has long hair. And so, I just felt so free and I felt nervous, but I loved it. I was like, this probably is the boldest move I ever did and probably would ever do in my life as far as hair because I was so attached and honestly it was a little emotional and I'm trying not to be emotional right now because I've always been attached to my hair and like I'm like who am I without my hair? I'm a hairstylist. Like my hair was always fly. I literally got clients from doing my own hair. Like what I'm gonna do now. You know what I mean? If that is still my identity and things I choose to do. And so I started thinking about that. But then, God was saying to me, like, this is the beginning of you, of your journey, of becoming her. I used to watch some YouTube videos and watch very successful women just to see, how they got there and listen to their story for some inspiration and just for some additional knowledge, right? Because we as women, we go through a lot of different stages in our life, right? We start at infancy, and then we go into like young childhood, and then we go into young adulthood, and then adults, and then, what they want to call it. I hate to say elderly, but you get older and older and in your golden years and all of that good stuff. And each time that you progress in a different age bracket, there's something else that happens to you, that happens to your body, that happens to your mind. And it's a lot to take on, especially if you're not ahead of it. Meaning like, okay, I'm in this age bracket and these are the things that can happen in my body, right? I'm in this age bracket and this is when these symptoms, menopause and everything else that can happen to my body. Let me do now, take care of my body so before I get to that stage, it doesn't hit me hard. And not a lot of time we get a chance to even sit and do those things because life, right? I'm a business owner, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm finding myself again. I done went through this trauma and I got to re-heal and all this extra stuff, right? And so the last thing we think about is those things. And so I always like listening to women. Most of the time they're older than me. They did stuff I'm trying to do or, things of that nature. And so I will always hear, them saying I had to become her or becoming her or evolving. Like Sarah Jake says, woman evolve, and I'm just like, oh, in my younger years, I didn't really understand it. But with me cutting my hair off, and all of that, it was like you're evolving, right? You're stepping into, of course, a new age bracket. My birthday coming up, yeah. Whoo, I ain't gonna tell you my age. I'll figure it out. And so, and just looking back on all of the things that I went through, all the experiences, the lessons learned, and things that I accomplished up until this point. And it's like, it's kind of like a little battle. It's like, do I expand on those things because did I really live them fully throughout? or do I embrace this new me and find the new thing, if you will, that I should be doing? And so that's why I didn't jump on YouTube as well to just talk about hair, right? And just start hair tutorials and all this stuff. They're coming, but I wanted to just come on here and just share me. And as I'm sharing me, I'm learning me, right? I'm listening to me, and I'm just seeing, like, you know, in my words, where I can improve, right? Where I can inspire, where I can bring value to the woman who may have also experienced things that I have, you know, giving her hope again, allowing her to believe, and just, you know, if there's something that's always been on her heart or something that she didn't ever think she can do, she can definitely do it. Because if you ask me, all my friends would be like, no hair? What do you mean? Who, you know, you loved your hair. Like, how you have no hair? And you know, I got a little something. It ain't like I'm bald, okay? I got a little something, but it's funny because it's like I'm inching to get there. Like, let me do a spin for y'all real quick because I have no back. Let me make sure my chair doesn't get caught. So, you know, okay, I was like, let me do a little taper because I don't know if I'm gonna cut all of it off. And so the taper thing might get me to just go completely gone. Um, and so my hair grows fast, and that's another thing as well. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna try this out a bit. I feel like it could be a little bit more tapered here, but that's a whole nother joint. I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't want to look bald now. Leave me a little hair. Now I'm saying here like, yeah, I should let her cut it. But anywho, so that's kind of the real reason I cut my hair. It was just like off impulse. It really was not planned. Like, it was not planned. I already again had it like right here, you know, barbish, and it was like cute. Maybe I'll post that video here or here or something, and show y'all what it did look like before I cut it all off. But it was, you know, basically almost short. So it wasn't like, oh, all the way here. And I was just like, ah, yeah, that would have had so much tears just flowing. Like, oh my goodness, I put so much work. Because, you know, we as Black women, it's not the easiest to grow our hair like that, you know. Some people are blessed than others. Like, mine don't take no time, but it definitely take work to maintain it. It's not something where, oh, I got this long hang time and I could neglect it. Like, my hair, my daughter's hair is so fragile that if I change our routine this little bit, there might be breakage. You might see, you know, some flyaways. The ends may need a trim a little bit more often. Like, I have to be very strict with the schedule, and I mean with the routine, sorry, and I also need to be strict with our products, as you can see laying here, and being consistent with that and not just dipping and dabbing and, you know, using whatever I feel is right. I need to be consistent. And so, you know, loving hair and always taking care of my hair it's been an emotional attachment to let it all go, but it's also so freeing. So freeing because now, you know, it's raining outside. I don't gotta go find something because I got all this hair to cover. It's like, sure, I could probably make it and my hair still be intact. So there's some benefits to me having a short haircut that I think about. That's one benefit. Another benefit is the sleep part. I could pin curl this, put a nice little tie around it and be fine. And then I could wake up and it'll probably take close to nothing to take them out and keep it moving. That's another benefit. Because my daughter has so much hair, if I joined her team, which I may one day, it's a lot for me to do hers and mine together. Because I don't like a lot of people doing my hair. Like, I don't. I wanted to try someone else out new to cut my hair, but I'm like, I've been going to this one girl ever since I cut it, and I'm like, I just don't want to try nobody else out. If I knew how to cut, I'd do it myself. That's one thing I don't really specialize in. I feel like I will probably take a haircutting class eventually, and I might wind up liking the child, but that's not like my thing at the moment. So I let somebody else go do the cutting. Everything else I can do. The third benefit I feel like with this is because I could kind of slick it down and then I could play with this, right? So I'm already got things in my mind. I'm probably up here doing some tutorials, some crochet in the middle, some knotless, some curls. Like, I'm going to be working this little bit here that I got, I'm sure. Just playing with it because I'm a hairstylist and I like trying out new stuff. That's why this is very new for me. But, you know, I like a new hairstyle. So I could be like, okay, feeling myself, you know. Anyway. So that's another benefit. And then again, I have a daughter. I'm a hairstylist. Most of the time we don't have much time doing our own hair. So, I don't want to be out here looking all types of ways. So I feel like with the short haircut, it also saves a lot of time with styling. Is it high maintenance? Yes, to a certain degree. That's another reason why I tapered and did all of that. So it could be less styling. I had more hair in the back where I had to curl everything. Not that it took forever, but it still was like, I don't want to keep on with that. Anyway, I still want to try something new. And so like if a curl is out of place, you just quickly, do it. With all of the long hair, it's like you want to, sometimes the curls is out of place and it's not an easy comeback for you to be able to touch it up. And so that's another difference with having a long hair. I feel like the short hair, you could do a couple of things with it. Very versatile. Like I could wear curly. I could have these little pin curls. Like I said, I could do some crochet in the middle. So it's like I'm not completely missing my hair. It's not all the way gone yet. I can still do some things to it, but it is very different. It's something I am allowing to grow on me. You guys can leave in the comment box of what you think. I'll try to show before and after of my hair, what it looked like. And so yeah, this is really new. So that's the real reason I cut my hair, was to just kind of start over, like a fresh start to me, to what people always see me as, to how people always seen me, meaning my parents, and how I always had either protective styling, because I am the protective style queen, or, just always having it out in a bob, kind of the same, maybe getting highlights or something like that. As I'm getting older, I always liked shortcuts on women. I'm not gonna lie, but I was like, I could never. Like, I was like, I just love my hair too much. I just can't. Like, I can't. I don't even know if my face is gonna look right for me to have a short haircut. Like, I don't, And so now I'm like, I probably should have did this joint sooner. And I would have did like a sewing or something like that, or weave, but I'm not a fan of those too much either. I ain't gonna lie, if I got bad hair day, I'm gonna have a backup wig, okay? But I can't even wear those for too long because it just start irritating me and I just be over it. And even hats, like hats start irritating me after a while. So I just want to make sure that I have a style that I can maintain if I got to be on the go and do what I got to do. And it's not too short for me to even get some box braids or some knotless. Like I could see me being able to play with it and do some stuff with it. So I'm happy about that. But excuse me. All in all, I wanted to come on here and share with you guys the real reason I cut my hair. Like starting over, fresh start. Again, loving myself again, doing more self-love, self-care. Just trying something new, getting a new look, a new appearance for everyone looking at me and seeing me. Again, I just feel like I'm getting a little older. It makes me look more sophisticated and professional and serious about my stuff, So that's also another good thing with having a short haircut. I always looked at it. I always did like it. And I always felt like those women, they gave a certain type of aura from them with having this hairstyle. So if you are anything like me or have a story similar to me or can relate, I would love to hear it in the comment box. If this video blessed you in any way, please do subscribe, like, and share. You never know who this video can bless. If you're a person that's like itching to do whatever, I don't know, grow your hair out because you always had it short, or cut your hair off because it's always been long, or try a new look or try a new style. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with hair, maybe it's appearance, maybe it's apparel, different clothing options. And, maybe you used to be an all black girl. Now you want to start incorporating colors. Whatever it is, take that chance. Take the leap of faith, and you never know what it can do. I know a new look, a new hairstyle does also boost confidence. It allows you, well, for me, I can say, to be more creative, right? You might want to start doing more with yourself, with your look, so just if you want, anything that you want to do that you've been hesitant on doing or nervous about doing or thinking you can't do, or it might not look right, or for you or other people looking at you, Again, we don't need approval from nobody. Only God can judge us, right? So we're not looking for approval this year. Only approval we may be looking for is of ourselves. We look in the mirror and we say, you like this girl? Cool. We don't care who don't. Because that's not what it's about. It's about, again, you loving you, self-love, self-care, taking care of you so you could thrive in 25, okay? And so, yeah, that's it. Take that step, take that chance, try the new thing, do the new thing, get the new look, wear the new clothes, and just be you. Again, we are women to evolve into something beautiful. Is to something beautiful, embracing her. I am so excited because I'm walking with God more than ever. I've always had him in my life. I grew up in the church and everything, but I ain't have him the way I should have had him. I had him in the back seat. Now he's the driver. And I love it here. I really love it because it's allowed me to be even more bolder, more fearless in everything that I do. And you know, all this caring about what everybody else think and all of that is fading away. And that's the best place to be, in my opinion, when you don't care what others think and you just go ahead and do you and be authentically you. It's a bless. It is a blessed thing, right? The best thing that ever happened to me and can ever happen to you. So go ahead, girl, man, whoever, take that chance, take that step, and don't look back. And share your journey with me. I would love to hear, you know, what you did boldly that you didn't think you could do. All right. Until my next video.